Hi, so just a quick video to demonstrate the capabilities and the real value of using a SmartReflect sensor. So often the default application solver for detecting parts, large or small, is background suppression sensors, because there's enough of a difference between the background and the target in terms of depth or height. Now often where it's very precise or small items, you have to go down the laser route, which of course drives the price up. So I just wanted to show how quick and easy it can be with a nice affordable SmartReflect sensor to solve some seemingly tricky applications. So let's just set the sensor up and go. So let's set up a scenario which is often very tricky for background suppression sensors to deal with. Let's say silver backgrounds and looking at shiny or silver targets. So to set up the sensor, all I do is set up the background. So press and hold and tap again. And now that's the sensor set up. So you'll see the output LED turn off when it sees a target. Of course, that can be reversed in terms of logic. So I have here a very shiny metal ball, and if I put that under the beam spot, you can see that the light actually scatters all over the place, but you get a very stable output. No flickering of the output there at all. Simple on and off scenario. So even off the radius of the ball, and you can see the light actually shining away from the receiver because of the shininess of the target, but still a very stable output. So silver on silver is very easy to do, whether the target be large and gives high specular reflection, or whether the target be small and matte in surface color and finish. Still a very stable result. If something is exactly the same color as well of silver, you still get a very good result. Nice stable on-off switch. So as long as there's a couple of mil difference in height between the background and the target itself, you get a very stable result, irrespective of the angle, surface finish, etc, etc. So instead of having to go down the costly laser route, you can do it with a simple SmartReflect photocell. Very stable output there. And again. Also, what background suppression sensors and maybe laser diffuse sensors really struggle with is when targets are shinier or brighter than the background, or vice versa. So if I introduce now something that's very much brighter than the background, you still see I get a very stable switch on and off. And of course it will detect the opposite, which is much darker targets in front. No problem at all. Okay, so now let's teach the opposite scenario. So I've taught the dark background here, and of course we'll see very shiny targets, no issue at all, and very stably. And I can also see dark targets on dark background very stably there. Even if the target is very small. It's a nice and stable switch Also, I'm able to detect rubbers, black on black, you see there, black rubber outputs off very stably, anywhere on there, back onto the background, outputs on, off, and then small shiny components, very stable output, different coloured targets, of course, stable output, the white background I have here, very stable, then back to the background again and on. So nice stable switch there. Go. Now if I show you the opposite scenario, so very shiny, high contrast target with high reflectivity. If I set the background up, that's set. Again, I can still see very shiny targets, no problem. Nice stable output. I can see small components even, sorry, which I didn't show with the others, but you can still do. Even if you use the transparent version of the SmartReflect, semi-transparent, targets like so plastic packaging maybe even, or even white targets, so white on white detection. Then of course you get to see all the other detections. So on the black rubber, nice stable output, small screw assembly there, shiny metal plate, so shiny on shiny, white on white, just no issues at all. Go. So just to summarize, the SmartReflect technology can be a great solution provider for difficult applications, sensing any types of target irrespective of the background, whether it be shiny on shiny, dull on dull, black on black, silver on silver, white on white, whatever it may be. Typical tricky applications where maybe you have to go previously for a very expensive laser gauging solution or small laser sensor, you can use with the standard SmartReflect technology photocell at a cost-effective price. Nice and easy to set up, can detect small components, large components. Great solution for bowl feeders, conveyors, linear out feeds, etc., just for part presence detection.